Welcome back to AutoView Pro. Today we are diving deep into the upcoming 2026 Chevrolet Bolt EV, exploring everything we know so far, from its design and battery tech to range, features, pricing, and how it stacks up against the competition. This is Chevrolet's second chance at refining and relaunching one of the most recognizable affordable EVs on the market, so let's get started. When Chevrolet first introduced the Bolt, it quickly became one of the most accessible ways to get into an electric car without breaking the bank. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't ultra-premium, but it offered real-world range, practical hatchback usability, and reasonable pricing, which made it attractive for many first-time EV buyers. Production of the original Bolt EV and its slightly larger sibling, the Bolt EV, ended in 2023. That left a gap in Chevy's lineup for an affordable electric option. Now GM is bringing the Bolt back for 2026 with a full redesign and the promise of stronger range, modern features, and lower production costs, all thanks to new battery tech and updated platforms. The 2026 Bolt EV will run on GM's Ultium platform and use their latest Ultium batteries. Instead of the nickel-rich lithium-ion chemistry seen in some of GM's bigger EVs, the new Bolt will feature lithium-iron phosphate AutoView batteries. These are less expensive to produce, more durable when it comes to charge cycles, and much safer in terms of heat management. The trade-off with LFP is that the cells are less energy dense, meaning more physical volume is needed for the same energy capacity compared to other chemistries. But GM is betting that they can engineer the battery packs in a way that still gives the Bolt the range people want without driving up costs too much. Range is always one of the most important questions for EV shoppers. The outgoing Bolt offered around 259 miles of EPA-rated range, which was respectable at the time but has started to feel dated as newer, more affordable EVs enter the market with ranges closer to or above 300 miles. Chevrolet is targeting just that, to over 300 miles of range in the 2026 Bolt. That's a huge step forward, because in psychological terms, the 300-mile mark is often seen as the point where EV range anxiety becomes much less of a concern. Whether that figure holds true in real-world driving conditions is something we'll need to see, but even getting close to that number will be an impressive achievement for a car positioned in this price bracket. Charging is another area where Chevy is expected to improve things. The old Bolt's charging capability was functional but lagged behind many newer EVs. With the Ultium platform and modern battery tech, the 2026 Bolt should support faster DC fast charging speeds, though exact numbers haven't been officially confirmed. What's clear is that Chevrolet doesn't want the new Bolt to feel outdated right out of the gate. There are also strong indications that the Bolt will adopt the NAC Sports standard, the same connector Tesla has long used and which is becoming the new industry norm across North America. This would give Bolt owners access to the massive Tesla supercharger network, which would be a game changer for road trip practicality. Design-wise, the new Bolt looks set to evolve rather than reinvent itself. The compact hatchback proportions will remain, but the styling is being modernized with sharper lines, a sleeker profile, and a front end more in line with Chevrolet's latest SUVs like the Trax or Equinox. It won't be a clone of those, but you can expect some family resemblance. The goal is to make the Bolt look more contemporary and less like a quirky science project, which is sometimes how earlier EVs were perceived. Inside, things are expected to be far more modern, with a larger center touchscreen, a fully digital gauge cluster, and improved infotainment running GM's updated software. the materials and layout should also feel more refined than the outgoing car, which often felt functional but not particularly upscale. Chevrolet is also rumored to bring its Super Cruise semi-autonomous driving system to the Bolt. Previously, Super Cruise was reserved for more premium GM models or the Bolt EV, not the standard Bolt F. If it's included here, that's a major leap in driver assistance tech for a vehicle in this class. On top of that, standard safety features like automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control are likely to be part of the package. Affordability remains at the core of the Bolt's mission. The last generation had a starting price of around $28,795, making it one of the most affordable Fs in America. Chevrolet has said the new Bolt will be slightly more expensive due to the new tech, but not dramatically so. The expectation is a starting price close to $30,000 before incentives. With federal and local tax credits factored in, buyers in certain areas could see effective pricing closer to the mid-20s, which is incredibly attractive for a modern F with 300 miles of range. In a market where many Fs still cost $40,000, $50,000, or more, this could position the Bolt as the go-to choice for budget-conscious shoppers who don't want to compromise on range or tech. Compared to the old Bolt, the improvements are significant. More range, faster charging, a more appealing design, and updated tech all make this feel like a true next-generation car rather than just a facelift. The switch to LFP batteries is also a big deal, because it allows Chevrolet to lower costs without sacrificing too much performance. It also means owners will benefit from batteries that should degrade more slowly over years of charging cycles. The biggest trade-off, as mentioned, is that energy density is lower, so GM has to manage weight and efficiency carefully. Of course, there are still some open questions. Will the Bolt really hit the 300-mile mark in independent EP8 testing, or will the final figure land closer to the high 200s? How fast will the DC fast charging actually be? If it tops out at something like 100 or 120 kilowatts, that would be an improvement over the old Bolt but still behind many rivals that now charge at 150, 200, or even 250 kilowatts. And pricing will be critical if inflation or production costs push the starting price much higher than $30,000. Some of the Bolt's affordability advantage could be lost. Another point is trim strategy. Automakers often reserve the best range or features for higher-end trims, which can drive buyers up into more expensive versions. We'll need to see whether Chevrolet keeps the base trim well equipped or whether it ends up feeling stripped down to meet the low starting price. Despite those uncertainties, the Bolt's return is exciting news. Chevrolet is one of the few brands with the scale to produce affordable Fs in large numbers, and the Bolt name still carries recognition among consumers. Many people see it as a practical, real-world F that just works. Bringing it back with modern tech and better performance could make it the default choice for anyone wanting to go electric without stepping into luxury price territory. So, what does this mean for buyers? If you're looking for an F that balances range, price, and features, the 2026 Bolt F is shaping up to be one of the best options. It won't be the fastest or flashiest F out there, but for commuting, city driving, and even some road tripping, it promises to cover all the bases. It's especially appealing if you want something affordable yet future-proof, since it should come with modern charging standards and driver assistance technology. On the other hand, if your priority is long-distance travel with ultra-fast charging, or if you're chasing premium interiors and luxury feel, you might want to look higher up the market. In the bigger picture, the Bolt's return also signals that automakers are realizing the importance of keeping affordable EVs in their lineup. As many brands chase high margins with premium SUVs and trucks, Chevy is doubling down on making sure there's still an entry point for everyday drivers who just want a reliable, cost-effective electric car. That could end up being one of the most impactful decisions for the overall EV market in the next few years. The bottom line is that the 2026 Chevrolet Bolt EV is shaping up to be a smart, practical, and affordable electric car that doesn't sacrifice too much to hit its price point. With improved range, better charging, a more modern design, and updated tech, it looks like a worthy successor to the original Bolt. If Chevrolet can keep pricing competitive and deliver on its promises, this could once again become the go-to choice for drivers who want to make the jump to electric without breaking the bank. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more detailed reviews and previews, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you excited to see the Bolt return? Do you think 300 miles of range at around $30,000 is enough to make it stand out, or are you looking at other EVs on the horizon? Let's talk about it below, and I'll see you next time here on AutoView Pro.